Back on Good Morning Football, Will Selva's out in the newsroom in Culver City with the latest Coast to Coast on a Friday.
On a Friday, and as you guys mentioned in the commercial break, it just feels like I'm spent. 4 hours of sleep. I'm running on Smarties right now. I'm trying to get through the show. So I will do my best. Well, let's start in the nation's capital, where the Trent Williams saga taking yet another turn. For the first time, the Redskins offensive tackle revealing he had a cancerous growth surgically removed from his head this offseason. Now, Williams says it was caught within weeks of penetrating through to his brain. The news comes more than 5 years after he claims he brought it to the attention of team doctors. Williams expanded further on his health scare and the belief that it was misdiagnosed.
Told it was something minor, so I didn't really question them. But I mean, the lump continued to grow over the years, and I mean, it was concerning, but it was no pain involved. And you know, if I'm being told by the very people who, you know, I put my career in the hands of, they're telling me that I'm fine, then I'm fine. You know, that's how I looked at it.
New revelations in the Williams story, as well as the one on Le'Veon Bell trade rumors. Bell telling the Uninterrupted and SiriusXM 17 Weeks podcast that the Jets received real interest in at least 4 teams, including the Texans, Packers, Chiefs, and wait for it, the Steelers, his former team. But unlike Jamal Adams, Bell wasn't offended by the trade talks.
A guy that went through free agency and had to sit out a whole year and stuff, I kind of understand the way that NFL does business. You know, I understand the whole business aspect of it. So I didn't really take offense to it. You know, obviously I wanted to be here, you know, but if I end up, you know, getting traded or whatever, it would have been what it was. You know, and I would have understood that they're trying to do what's best for their team, and the other team, whoever it would have been, was trying to do the best for their team, and that's the way business goes. So I didn't take offense to it at all, but obviously I'm happy that I'm here, like I expressed in my video, and nothing fell through, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad I'm a New York Jet, you know, and I'm excited about the process that we got going on.
Now, Bell went on to say that he didn't think General Manager Joe Douglas went behind his back to initiate trade talks, and said he appreciated Douglas explaining things to him after the fact. So a different reaction there. We saw Robbie Anderson with relief. Le'Veon Bell said he understood it, but Jamal Adams didn't like the way things went down.
Appreciate the update on that. The saga continues here on the East Coast. Thanks so much, Will. Let's keep it east. Let's go up north where the champs live. The Lombardi Trophy I was dressed as. They have lifted that up
Many times.
a lot. Well, they've steamrolled every first-round quarterback, too, from the 2018 draft this season. They've played all the young cats. We know it, and they've crushed them. Here's a look at how they fared. Lamar Jackson now tries to buck that trend on Sunday night. He does bring a little something extra to the table, though young quarterbacks have historically had a rough go of it against Bill Belichick and company. This game is in Baltimore, so there's that to consider. And if the Ravens are to hand the Patriots their first loss, what part of Lamar's body will be most important? His arm or his legs?
His legs. He's going to have to run like wild in this one. And that's what he's been doing. That's what beats Seattle. But that's a lot easier said than done. Guys, no quarterback has ever run for 100 yards against the New England Patriots, coached by Bill Belichick. Trivia question for the three of you.
What do you got?
Which quarterback in NFL history has the most rushing yards against a Bill Belichick coach Patriots defense?
In one game?
Michael Vick, probably?
Michael Vick's a good guess. Cap's a good guess.
Is it Jake Plummer?
Jake Plummer's a great guess.
Jake the Snake!
It was Tim Tebow.
Okay.
Tim Tebow ran for 93 yards in a regular season game, but the list is short and it is not very...
Look at Trubisky.
Okay, Trump.
Wow.
That was last year's game.
Yeah, I remember at home.
He ran around and
Yeah.
Look, it doesn't get done. The one guy who went into Foxborough...
Timothy Richard.
And actually, well, he did it at home, but actually did it in a game and won and had a big game and was Colin Kaepernick. Nate, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
In 2012, which is a long time ago already, Kaepernick went into Foxborough and they had great success against the Patriots on a Sunday night game. Remember, it was up against the World Series. There he is, throwing the touchdown.
Randy Moss?
Randy Moss. And here's
all right.
This was a great game and a great game plan by Greg Roman. I say all this, though, because... That's Delaney Walker. He did not use his legs. He used his arm in that game. That was Kaepernick throwing the ball all over the field. That's Crabtree. Had a great game, but that wasn't just Kaepernick doing the read option. This is going to be interesting. I think he needs to use his legs, but Kay, It's not that easy.
got fresh
Quarterbacks
legs?
don't do it. They've got a bye week. They have fresh legs. They've had a game plan. But I don't see Lamar going for 152 and 3 touchdowns on the ground in this one. He's going to have to use his legs. That's what he does best. But this could be a huge challenge.
Don't tell me the Patriots can't be run on. That Nick Chubb play, Nick Chubb had himself a day. And that Jonathan Jones play, cool plays where we showed, it sort of negates what we saw Chubb able to do. He was able to break free and do some things. Don't tell me Ingram and him can't do that.
But it's the difference between the running back running the ball and a quarterback running the ball. For some reason, the Patriots bottle up athletic quarterbacks. And listen, as much as I want to say his legs, it's his arm strikes. As soon as this question was posed in the meeting, I put arm, because if he can back up that defense from the very start, it will open up the entire offense, not just for Mark Ingram, but also for himself using his legs, getting outside the pocket. He got to sit back, walk in, survey the scene, and take that shot, just like a single dude at the bar.
Take your shot.
Sit back, survey the scene. You see a cute girl? Go take your shot, man. That defense, if you take a shot downfield early in the game, whether you connect or not, incomplete or not, guess what? That safety, that cornerback, even the linebacker is going to sit back and say, wait a minute.
We've seen it once. Golden Tate's the only play I've seen a long pass on these guys.
This is the answer, though. And this is something you would say, Nate. Is it his arm or his legs? It's neither. It's his head.
That's nice.
This is it. And I'm surprised Nate did not say that. And this is my answer. I think the way you beat the Patriots is I don't need Lamar to make the great plays. I need him to not make the bad plays. Like, that's the way they do it. You can't give up the pick six. You can't have the scoop and score. I think the best thing Lamar could do in this game is throw it out of bounds. We saw Josh Allen completely fall apart when his defense was doing everything as Patriots. Don't make the bad play. Win this game 16-13. That's the way you do it. Head.
They've only fumbled the ball twice this season. Is there a world where this is, like I said yesterday, a low-scoring affair where the Ravens are allowed to run the ball and it is won on the ground, maybe not by Lamar, but his run game?
I think so.
Can't they, can they sort of keep it low and keep control?
But to Kyle's point, in that Browns game, they just kept giving the ball away. And it's like you have to capitalize early and then maintain that lead. We saw the Washington Redskins of all teams, the Bills. It looked interesting early, and then all of a sudden the Patriots were like, let's go ahead and expose their inexperience and their weaknesses. They can't give up the ball and turn it over because the Patriots will make you play.
More Good Morning Football just ahead. We've got highlights from last night. Of course, Week 9 is kicked off, but Halloween is behind us, just like Thursday.